Hi guys, it's Kat here and welcome to a short video that is all about toning your glutes and your abdominals. These particular exercises are going to be targeting your glutes. That's part of your posterior chain, and that includes your gluteus maximus, medius, and minimus, and they all help to give you stability as you walk around all day. Also, they disengage and can atrophy whenever we're sitting down a lot and we're not really using our glutes. So this short fire practice is going to help you fire those muscles up as well as your abdominals. So we're supporting good, healthy posture. So let's begin. We're going to start with your forearms down on the ground, just a little narrower than shoulder distance apart. Now it is important to make sure that you're not sagging down through the hips or sending your butt up like the Eiffel Tower. You want to try to keep the head, the heart, and the hips in one long line, as well as the heels. So we're driving back through the heels, drawing the navel into the spine. We're going to hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to turn to the side so you can face towards the side of the mat. Stack your top arm on top of the bottom arm, and then a little pulse up and down for 5, lower and lift, 4, 3, now we're targeting the external and internal obliques. Last 2, as well as strengthen the shoulders. And 1, reach the top arm overhead. Change sides. You're going to rotate, spinning your heels to the opposite side. Stack your top arm above the bottom shoulder and little pulse down and up for 5, 4, 3, last 2, 1, back to your forearm plank. And this is the last little bit here, so stay and breathe for 5, belly to spine, 4, push the heels back, draw the heart forward, 3, last 2, and 1, drop all the way down. Good work, you guys. Stretch your belly, pressing your elbows down, lift your chest into Sphinx pose. And then when you're ready, we'll lower back down. So our second exercise to tone the glutes is going to be a downward facing dog. Now this is sometimes referred to as a sort of a loaded downward facing dog. So you're bending the knees really generously, and imagine you're squeezing your sitting bones together. Now as you squeeze your glutes, you're going to start to shift forward into plank. That'll activate the whole body. This is a great preparation pose for all the arm balances, and activating the shoulders, the core, the back, the legs. Then squeeze those sitting bones together. So we're trying to activate the piriformis, those deeper glute muscles, and then we're going to do that 5 more times. Coming forward for 1, and back. Really feel the bum activating for 2. Heart forward, squeeze the sitting bones, knees bent, pressing back. 3, back into your downward facing dog. 4, squeeze your bum. Remember, this is all about the core, the bum. And last 1, come forward from your downward dog into your plank, and then back into this loaded downward facing dog. And then walk your feet up about to the middle of the mat. Take your feet a little wider apart, so you're in a Malasana or squat pose. So this is the next exercise that we're going to do to really start to fire up the glutes. So first of all, at the very bottom, I actually want you to be able to lift up a couple of centimeters. This targets your legs, and then we're going to slowly rise back up. And if you're like me, you should be feeling the legs and the glutes burning. That's the point. So here we go. We're going to lower slowly here for 5, 4, imagine you're tracking your knees over the second toe. 3, 2, and once you come all the way down, lift up, hold for 5, 4, you can also reach your arms forward, 3, 2, 1, and back up. Let's repeat again, nice and slow. Descend for 5, 4, keep your knees broad, 3, 2, once you go all the way down, lift a couple of centimeters up, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, push back up. You'll be feeling the burn now. Let's try it 2 more times. lower for 5, 4, tall posture, shoulders over the hips, 3, 2, 1, lift up and hold for 5, 4, you can hook your thumbs, 3, 2, 1, push back up, you're definitely feeling it by now, last one, slow lower for 5, 4, belly to spine, 3, shoulders over hips, 2, 1, lift back up, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, straighten the legs, good work, give it a little shake out. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is a classic lunge. So you're going to take this left foot, step it back, and try to keep the right knee bent at a 90-degree angle. Now the back leg is going to lower and lift. So we're going to go low and then lift back up. For 5, push through the heels. 4, 3, try to breathe smoothly. 2, pull the belly in, last one, hold and hover for 5, 4, you can stretch your arms overhead, 3, 2, 1, and then lean forward. You're going to spring in the air and then make an interesting balance which starts to work the glute med as well as glute max. So we're going to come up to standing into stork pose, and then we extend all the way back, bending over with a straight leg, or you can put a little bend in that bottom knee if you need to. And then we're going to do that 10 times. So that's 2. Bend over at the waist. 3, coming back up, squeeze your glute max, which opens up the hip. Here we go. 4, squeeze at the top, try to drive the left knee higher. We're almost halfway there. 5, now if you wanted to add a little weight here, you could hold on to something heavier, even if it's, if you don't have a pair of weights, a water bottle. Last 5, extending forward, feeling the glutes work. 4, squeeze the bum to drive the knee high. Last 3, here we go. Standing tall, up through the crown to the ceiling. Last 2, drive the knee up, hold the navel into the spine, and then final movement. Here we go. All the way up, big breath in, and then shake it out, yogis. Do the dance, release it out. Okay, next side. Let's take that right leg all the way back, hands to your hips. And again, front knee, we want to make sure it's roughly over the ankle. Little pulse for 5. Pressing into the ball of the back foot and pressing into the heel of the front foot. Last 3, last 2, last 1. Bend that bottom leg, hover it just off the floor. It doesn't have to touch the floor. Feel free to extend your arms forward or overhead. For 3, belly button to spine. Lift the frontal hip bones. 2, take that top thigh down. And 1, we're going to lean forward. And once again, spring so that back leg reaches up. And this is like an airplane, but we're going to reach down, try to touch the floor. And then stand up, pulling that knee towards the chest. So we're using the core abdominals, the glute max, which helps extend that back leg, as well as all of the leg muscles in this left thigh, left standing leg, and glute medius to stabilize. So here we go, 8 more. Standing up, 8. Extend back, try to touch the floor. 7, pull the navel in, crown through the ceiling. 6, we're lifting back up, trying to keep your balance. 5, breathing nice and smooth. Inhale, exhale as you come up. 4, big breath in, kick the leg back. 3, squeeze the left glutes. Feel free to breathe out loud, exhale. And our final one, big breath in and exhale. and then give the legs a little shake out. So we're gonna do one more, little bit more explosive exercise. So we're gonna extend at the top with a big explosive hop. So we hop 1, 2, 3, 4, one more, 5, lift up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then come all the way down. Good work. So next we're gonna give the legs a little bit of a break. We're gonna move into our boat pose. So you can start by shifting back a little bit. The weight is back just behind the tailbone. So you feel a little balance point here. You can hold the backs of your legs or extend the arms forward. Breathe in. Exhale, low boat pose. Pull the tummy down towards your spine. Inhale, back up. High boat pose. And let's do 5 more. Low boat. Feel free to lean back, but keep the shoulders off the floor. High boat. 3 more. Lean back. Add on if you want to. Reach the arms up. Last couple. Extend. Keep the feet and shoulders off the floor. And last one. Extend back. Arms reach back. Come up, cross your right ankle in front of the left. Place your hands beside you. If you have a pair of blocks, I find it's a little bit more convenient to getting the hips to lift. Otherwise, you can put books beside you as long as they're even or come into your fingertips. So you're gonna press down, create a rounding through your spine, and try to pick up the feet for 3, 2, 1. Back into boat pose. Feel free to extend the toes out. Low boat pose. Arms overhead, keep the feet, shoulders lifted off the floor. Back up to high boat, left ankle in front. Hug it in. Press down, pick up. Lift your feet for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boat pose, breath in. Exhale, low boat. Come back up. High boat. Right ankle in front. Press, pick up, lift your feet, step back down, high boat, breath in, low boat, breath out, and final time, we pick up, left ankle in front, press the hands down, lift your feet, and come back down. Good work. Take your blocks off to the sides and slowly lower back down. This is a really good one for supporting the spine. Belly button draws down, curling down slowly. And then feel free to take a moment to stretch out. I'm feeling the sweat, so I'm sure at home, if you're doing this with me, you are as well. For the final core exercise that we have, this gets all of the abdominal muscles, the major ones. So we have the external and internal abdominal obliques, the transverse abdominis, that's that lower part of the belly, and the rectus abdominis, or your 6-pack. And this gets all of those muscles. We're gonna put our fingertips to our temples, not behind your head, because I don't want you to pull on your neck. So just keep your fingertips to your temples, and we'll start off with right elbow towards the left knee, and then change. Try to pick your bottom shoulder up off the floor and change. Nice and slow. Bottom shoulder lifts up and nice and slow. Bottom shoulder lifts. Now try to lift the tailbone and change. Both ends. Tailbone, shoulders curl up and change. Lift and change. 2 more each side. Lift and change. Good work, you guys. Last one. Doing good. Extend out through that foot and then bring it back in. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Take your legs up. We're going to do one more step. My students always complain a little bit about this one. It can be pretty intense. So we'll just do quality over quantity. So same principle applies. Fingers to your temples. Lift your head up and shoulders up. You're gonna lower your left leg down. Try to keep your legs in an L shape. Take your arm across to the outside of your right leg and pull the shoulder blade up. Squeeze the legs and reach your tail to your left heel, and then go to the opposite side. Again, scissor the legs towards one another, curl the tailbone up, shoulder blade up, and change. Over to the right side, use your hands to pull the bottom shoulder up, squeeze those legs, lift the tail, and again, over to the other side. Doing great, guys. Squeeze the thighs, lift the chest and shoulders, and then one more each side. Feel all 360 of your core, getting this incredible workout. Again, as we burn our muscles, we're also burning belly fat, thigh fat, bum fat, all those things that we want to try to tone and smooth out. So give a little rock from side to side. Now the good news is we are going to stay on your back for now. So I want you to just place your feet on the floor. Have a little tap of your fingertips to your heels, and if you need to, just tuck your shoulder blades a little bit more underneath your chest so the chest is open. Let's take a deep breath here. Long breath out. And we're going to use this as a counter pose, and so we're stretching your belly out, and at the same time we're using that posterior chain, again, your back, your glutes, your hamstrings, your calves. Okay, so from here, I want you to imagine for just a moment that your thighs are lengthening towards the front of the room. And at the same time, I want you to imagine your tailbone is lengthening to the front of the room. So both ends, the back and the front. And then as you press your heels down, imagine, don't have to move, but pull your heels back towards your bum, and you'll start to feel the hamstrings underneath your thighs turn on. Okay, now we're going to take it a little further. Raise your right leg up to the sky. Extend up through that top leg. So you're trying to extend up through the back of the knee. Little pulse for 10, 9, 8. So we're isolating that left glute. 5, 4, 3. Press into the ball mound of the big toe. Last 2. Lift and hold. And change sides, right foot down, left leg up, and try to extend the back of that thigh. Pulse, 10, 9, 8. Keep rolling the right inner thigh down. 7, 6. Press more heavily into the inner heel and the ball of the bottom foot. Last 3. Get your foot, put it on the ceiling, get a big imprint. 2, last 1. Lift and hold, and then gently and slowly roll back down. Now since we're here, we have the opportunity for one more core. This is great to support your lower back. Again, strong glutes, strong core can help alleviate lower back pain. So I want your hands resting on the tops of your thighs. You're going to use your neck flexors as well. So you're using that whole beautiful flexion through your core, your tummy, your deep neck flexors, and then lowering back down. Again, pull those front ribs in. Feel the upper abdominals work. Pull the belly button down. Lift your fingers beyond your knees. And then lower, nice and slow. 3 more. Lift your head, shoulders. Imprint the lower back into the floor. And lower back down. Last 2. Lift up. Sometimes people tell me it's more strong for their neck than anything else, but that's also a really good thing to strengthen. And last 1. And then we release back down. Stretch your legs, stretch your arms over your head. Good work, you guys. Those are some of my favorite things to do. Now you get a well-deserved rest, and next time we'll see you on the mat. Have a wonderful weekend, and namaste.